IAC Interactive Corp has been picked as the focus stock of the week. Joining me in the studio is S&P Capital IQ equity analyst Scott Kessler to tell us why he has a strong buy recommendation on the stock. Scott, welcome.
Thanks, Courtney.
So, can you tell me a little bit about IAC, the business, fundamentals?
Yeah, sure. So what's interesting about IAC is that not a lot of people, frankly, know the name or know the company, but they know some of the brands and they know some of the products. So for example, the company's biggest category or segment when it comes to revenues is their search and applications business. What does that consist of? Well, it consists of websites that most of us are familiar with. Ask.com, About.com, and Dictionary.com. And actually that one segment accounts for more than half of the company's revenues. In addition, they are the owner of Match.com, which is a well-known global leader when it comes to online personals, and they have offerings around the world. And then they have a variety of what I would say are other businesses in the local category, in the media category like Daily Beast. And then they also own some other properties like ShoeBuy and Tutor.com. It truly is what Barry Diller, who's the chairman of the company, calls a multi-business business.
Okay, so with this, it's multi-business business.
Right.
What are the growth prospects for this? Where do they go?
Right. So when you think about IAC, you see this kind of conglomeration, to play on the word conglomerate, right, of different businesses. What a lot of people don't appreciate, though, is this is still a pretty solid growth business where we're looking for top line growth between roughly 10 and 15% over the next 3 years, and we expect to see margin expansion over that period of time, and the company continues to buy back stock. So you're looking at, say, 10 to 15% revenue growth over the next 3 years, and even a higher level of EPS growth over that period of time, which is very healthy, we think, given the size of the company, the maturity of some of its offerings, and frankly, looking at peers that are out there.
Okay, so what do you think about valuations?
Right, so one of the reasons we like the stock is not only because we think it has a very solid, strong fundamental backdrop, but also we see the valuation as compelling. And the reason for that is we talked about this company basically having growth kind of in that mid-teens area where it comes to EPS growth, right? And then we think about it from the perspective of, well, where is it trading? It's not trading that much higher than a mid-teens multiple. So if you look at the company in terms of PE or PE to growth, we think that those valuations are very attractive. And then kind of to support or enhance the thinking about valuation even further, because it's a conglomerate, we think it's appropriate to kind of look at some of the constituent pieces and then look at comparables that are in the public market. And what you see is a heavy discount, often referred to as a conglomerate discount for this company. And we think that that underscores really, I think, compelling value for IAC shares.
Okay, so what are the risks with this?
Well, look, I mean, we see a couple of obvious risks. One is the fact that their primary business is search and applications. And to be frank, they have a large search deal with Google, which is great, but they highlighted relatively recently that they somewhat changed the nature of that relationship. And even though there weren't any material differences, I think it gave people a sense that, wow, this big important deal could be altered, whether it's in a small way or over time perhaps in a bigger way. That's obviously important. Their applications business, when you think of applications now, a lot of people think about mobile apps on your phone or what have you, but their bread and butter when it comes to applications is toolbars and basically installs that go on your desktop where you see it maybe the top of your browser, a search box, and something that's branded with a partner of theirs. As people move more to mobile, you could see that that business might not be as robust or strong, and you could see some questions about the sustainability of growth in that category. So far, so good, because people are still using their desktops quite a bit, and there are a lot of opportunities, we think, related to the applications business. However, that's something to think about as well. And then I think it's fair to say that, look, this is a company that's bought and sold a lot of businesses over the last couple of years. At times they've had some execution miscues. For example, they bought Newsweek in a high-profile move, and now they've sold it, and Newsweek didn't do particularly well while they own that particular property. And so you could see the potential for things that they buy or sell not doing as well as some people might have expected.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
To read the full report on IAC, InterActiveCorp, please visit our website at www.marketscope.com.